steaming. Still hot. Yeah, that water's cold. It's pumping water really good. This is about 120. The block is 170 on both sides with new thermostats. It's still hot to the touch, but it's not steaming, which I guess is a good thing. So the temperature gauge is rising right here. Okay, so in my previous video, the thermostats are not resolve the problem, even though I put a brand new water pump in here. I'm gonna go ahead and change it actually again and pull this whole lower unit off and reassemble it and see if that solves the cooling problem, because the block was hitting about 170, 177. The water coming out actually wasn't too bad. It was about 120 once I dropped it in this BS tank that I have because I'm broke. So I don't know, we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. Okay, so I have this to hold this since I'm a single person show. That's to help, the strap is to help get it, you know, back up into the position. I have this Sierra water pump with a brand new keyway, and we're gonna take that off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is first take the prop off. I actually hit some rocks at Smith Mountain Lake, and you can see the blades need sharpened, so I'm going to grind that down. But I just want to take this off just to get it out of the way before just take the lower unit off. Okay, so to remove the lower unit, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's a 7th one underneath the anode. It's usually typically a 13 metric. This is 12. I actually hammer it in just to actually get a grip on it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna loosen all these bolts. So what you need is a wrench, 16 millimeter, and then a socket wrench. Yeah, it's about 100 degrees out here. Hopefully you guys don't mind the dad bod, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, alright, so now a 15 metric. 50 metric for the let's see here, front to here. I don't know if you can see it or not because the sun's so bright, but that's a 15 metric, and that's what separates it. So put this down. So as of right now, we got the front screw done, the 13 metric, which was supposed to be for the anode, 15 out. We have these two done. There's still 2 washers in there which we need to get out, and then we have 2 16s, so we have to manually pull out. So right now the whole lower unit is in neutral. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all 7 bolts are connected, so this should pop right off. But we all know that's not going to happen, so let's find out. Okay, so now we're pulling the lower unit off. Wow, okay, that came off very easy, a little bit too easy. Oh, Lord. Okay, okay, so I'm not even sure if the camera is centered or not, but we have a 13, 11, and then I think that's 10. So we'll start with the 13. Yep, and that's a 12. Bella, you're ruining my close-up, jerk. Okay, alright, so let's see what's going on, because I already replaced this impeller, so I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, the only thing left after this is either clogs or the poppet valve, so I'm going to take this off. That's the only 13 there, so drop this back in here. Try to stay organized. Now we have 11. Should lift up. Keyway is still in there. We're up. Okay, and okay, so this is the video of the water pump. The vanes are still in there. The balance looks good. So I may have just wasted my time, which is very unfortunate. But since I got it off, I'm going to install a new impeller in there anyway. But you see these vanes right here. They're not worn off. Nothing's going on there. So we either have a clog or a poppet valve issue. So that's frustrating. All right. So as far as I can tell, there's no clog or anything going on in here. And then of course I'll look at the impeller that I just installed, and it's let me put in the shade here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you can still see the vanes on both sides, so it's not the impeller. The tube is pretty much clear. There's something, whatever, but that's not important. And then this is the cap, which again, there's nothing wrong with it. So it has to be something to do with the poppet valve. But since I have a part, I'm going to slap a new impeller in it. You know, whatever. Just because I don't want to waste my time. Okay, so the impeller was fine, but I'm going to replace it with a new impeller, so that only uses the poppet valves or maybe clogs. I'm just frustrated with his V6. I'm an L6 guy, and I calculated 2, maybe 3 years before I started having problems. I'm on year 2 and I'm having problems, and if I replace the poppet valve and instead of the problems, I'm going back to L6. Maybe just fucking put 2 L6s on the back of this boat and just go with it and label it 90, but put two 150s on. That way there's like 300 horsepower. But it's just definitely frustrating. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure there's a couple of you out there. Say whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a self-taught mechanic, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mechanic by trade, so this is what I do. I'm trying to fix my engine so I can take my family out, Okay, so if you have judgment on me, you know, that's fine. Judge me. But when you take your boat to a marine mechanic and he charges you, you know, $3,000 to $4,000 to replace who knows what, then yeah, if you watch my videos. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna put this lower unit on and start taping again, and with brand new impeller, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so I have the brand new impeller here. I have a brand new, I'm not sure what it's called, but I mean, everything looks good here, so I'm gonna go ahead and install that, and then fast forward to running the actual engine, making it talk to see what happens, even though the other impeller was not bad. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is spray a little bit of fogging oil in this, just to make things easier. Okay, so this is one little trick that I learned from my first install. So what I'm going to do is put the impeller on first. Slide down. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I just need the keyway, which is right here on this vein right here. I'm gonna put that there. That's the brand new keyway, by the way. Okay, so that impeller is on there now, and now I'm gonna put the housing on top. I'm trying to do all this one-handed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there we go. All right, so essentially you have to just push down and twist on this, and it goes in perfectly. I appreciate all the advice from everybody that actually put it on it and corrected me. Thank you. Okay, so the new impeller, water pump, everything is installed, torqued down the right specs. So now I just have to install this, which again I don't think is the problem, but you know, we're gonna put it back together. Okay, so the new impeller, water pump, everything is installed, torqued down the right specs. So now I just have to install this, which again I don't think is the problem, but you know, we're gonna put it back together. Okay, so we got the lower unit back installed, everything's good, this water is cool. I'm gonna start it up and see what happens. All right, turn this up. Let's temperature gauge is 0. But it's not. This is good. Good. That's a steady stream. It's not steaming. Power head. car is good. Good. Alright, so I think we may have a solution. It could have been a bad impeller. Okay, so right now it's idling. We're measuring the temperature of the block. About 161. Measure the temperature of what's coming out. 120, 112. I can't even see it. It's about 158. Yeah, 159. So I believe we are good. I believe the engine is fixed. Yeah, 104. 160. Yeah, I believe we're good. Let's go over here and check the thermostat on the boat. As you can see, it's not even rising. Okay. So, let's just make this more advantageous. We're gonna lift the throttle arm just for a little bit. Okay, so it was maybe a combination of the thermostats and the impeller, which I just installed this year. So it had to be some sort of faulty impeller. But yeah, this engine is ready to go. It's ready to go. This block right here is good. See how I hold my hand on it? Good. Hold my hand on it? Good. And let me switch the camera. There you go. Yep, good. Yep, still warm, but not like unbearable to the touch. So it was a faulty impeller, even though I installed it this year, and we changed the thermostats. So well, we are good to go for a boat ride, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so I appreciate you guys for watching, and yeah. It just boiled down to a bad impeller. That's basically it. And that's like the cheapest insurance you can get, because they're only like $10 to $15 depending on what you get. So it's definitely worthwhile to go ahead and just install that. Okay, so I appreciate you guys for watching. So I appreciate the thermostats, the impeller, even though I replaced it earlier this year. The boat's only been out 3 times total. And the impeller was faulty, so you just, can't count anything out. So, but, Monday I'm taking this boat out, and we're gonna see what happens. But as far as I can see, the temperatures are within range. The thermostats are working. The impeller's pumping water. There's no leaks in between, like bleeps in between. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I love you guys. So, hey. Thank you. Peace.